Who is your heart beating for? Who is your heart beating for in this life?
Okay, so welcome everyone. We have a new guest with us for our Faces of Love series. This is Miss Janéa Swander. She is a lovely woman that I met at a retreat a couple of years back, and wanted to share some of her story with regard to her personal love journey, as well as her current love mission or missions. So Janéa, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Kevin.
Offhand, what would you consider your personal love mission to be? What is it that you...
The first thought, okay, because I'm going with my first thought. And actually, this came up yesterday for me, was just that message that we're not broken.
Okay.
That we're already whole individuals as we are. It's just we're peeling away what no longer serves us, like what conditioning and everything we have experienced in our respective life journeys that are hiding us from the truth of the fact that we're not broken, that we're already whole.
Oh, I like that.
You know, so, you know, I have that on my work, you know, website, or my business website as well. And I think that's been a part of my journey, is just coming to that realization that, you know, that we're not here to be fixed or anything. There's nothing to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we already came in as part of divine soul and that source energy. And we just learned things along the way that weren't true.
Fair. So if you don't mind my asking, you mentioned that this came to you as part of your love journey. Can you tell us a bit about how your journey took you from this place of thinking is broken to thinking as was never broken, just learned wrong information?
It's a good question there. I would go back a few years, actually. I mean, things really started to shift in a much deeper way for me a few years ago when I came across Kyle Cease's work.
Okay.
And at the time, I mean, I was certainly not thinking along those lines of not being broken or not having something that needed to be fixed. I was still in the mindset that, you know, that there was, you know, something that was wrong that needed some kind of fixing or some kind of special process or something to make things better. And I feel like actually getting to that space of starting to acknowledge that there isn't anything that needs fixed is a newer piece like that. So I came across Kyle's work a few years ago, but the actual piece of feeling, hey, wait a minute, no, it's not that I'm inherently broken. It's just, I'm just uncovering pieces that are not of service to me and are not telling me what's true.
Well, can I jump in for one second, just for those of our viewers who may not be familiar with Kyle Cease's work?
Yes, absolutely.
So Kyle Cease is a former stand-up comedian. He had multiple #1 specials on Comedy Central, and actor as well. And he decided to transition from that portion of his career to do transformational workshops and retreats, which was how I met Janéa.
Mm-hmm.
And his books, his workshops, his retreats, definitely recommend. I've gone through them myself. He's got excellent content, and if you're interested, I'll post a link to some of his work in the video here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I had read so much content. It was after I came across Kyle Cease's work that I decided to really incorporate more of the content more fully into my own life. And so there was a period of time, there's probably a few months actually, where I just cocooned myself because I knew something wasn't right. Like I knew something needed to change. I just wasn't sure exactly what or how to go about doing that. And I wasn't thinking about conditioning. I wasn't thinking about societal, messages that we get and stuff. It was just a feeling that, okay, I feel awful and something needs to give here because I don't want to feel this way anymore. So
understandable.
Yeah, so I cocooned myself with that. From Kyle's work, that led into, Abraham Hicks, that led into Matt Kahn, that led into other people. So, I think like once you're on that journey of making that commitment to yourself that, this is things that aren't going to stay this way anymore. And now I'm willing to do more than just read about it. I'm willing to actually take the steps to uncover what's the truth about me, like what's, to get to that point. That's when everybody else starts showing up. That's when other teachers and other, other wonderful leaders out in the community start showing up. And then that's when you start opening yourself up to meeting people and going to retreats. And that's when we got a chance to meet. And so, and getting involved in those online communities and everything.
Yeah, it reminds me of a quote that I used to keep on my desk of, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Who is your heart beating for? Who is your heart beating for in this life?